Copper. Copper is man's oldest material, dating back more than 10,000 years. Yes, 10,000 years. So some of y'all might think copper just came around and it's new. No, it's been around for 10,000 years. So let me explain how important copper is. As of early January 2026, the price of copper per pound varies by grade, with spot market prices hovering around $5.80 to $5.90. Now, that's copper as a scrap. So as a solid, but as a scrap, it ranges from about $3, and as wire, to install it, it's over $4 to clean, bare, bright wire, reflecting high demand and recent historical parks. So a lot of things that you deal with has copper in it. You might not realize it. And so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and let Sun Goddess break down what copper is, okay? And give us 1 second. So our other goddess, she is
All right, guys. So we are going to be talking about copper as an element, but we're going to be talking about the conductivity and its order in its creation. Okay. What conductivity means scientifically, okay, is electrical conductivity is the ability of a material to allow electric current to pass through it. Okay. Copper is one of the best natural conductors of electricity because its atomic structure, it allows electrons to move freely, it offers very low resistance, and it transmits power efficiently without breaking down. Okay. Copper is also, and this is why copper is used in some electrical wiring. Okay. Copper is used in electrical wiring, power grids, electronics, generators, and motors. Scientific truth actually means electricity does not originate in copper, it moves through copper. So, how many of y'all always see a lot of those like electricians? They're either working with different machines and different things of that sort that actually has copper in it. They're able to read the elements, they're able to read the numbers for copper. They know the atomic weight in the coppers and different things like that. So when they're dealing with electricity, they're able to read these different symbols that they have to do to either get the electrical working, to either get the power grids working, and different things of that sort. Okay. Um, this is not about the human body, okay? It's about the creation in itself. Okay. Um, copper is uh okay, so again, like I said, this is not about the human body. This is about creations in itself. We're going to talk about some of the copper's roles in its systems, okay? Copper does not generate power. Copper does not control power. Copper carries power. Okay. This makes copper essential to the systems that require order, conductivity, reliability, and precision. Okay. Copper is also unique because it's soft, It's metallable and it's durable and it does not corrode easily. And it maintains stability over long periods of use. So copper will never, ever, ever go out. You know what I'm saying? And when you have these different copper, like you have pennies, okay? You know how pennies get really, really dirty and different things like that. But it might get dirty, but it's never gonna lose its color. It's never gonna lose its copperness. But you can clean copper to get it clean to get it back to its original shine and different things of that sort too. Okay. Um, let me see what else we got here.
We're talking about copper as an element. So, what is the number and what is the abbreviation for copper?
Yes. So the abbreviation for copper is Cu. Okay. That's for the copper element. If you guys don't know what the copper abbreviation is, it is Cu. Okay. The atomic number for copper as well is 29. Okay. And then the electron configurations and different things like that, like I said, you'll be able to see those different numbers as well on different machineries and different things of that sort. Okay.
Okay, so what else can you tell us about copper? What
Yeah.
about its appearance?
To who? I'm sorry.
What
What you
about
said?
its appearance?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Hold on. Let me get my. Oh, shit. Sorry. I lost my note, y'all. Sorry about that. Hold on. So the it's unique and it's soft. Like I said, it's unique and it's soft and it's durable. Its electrical activity, it gives you the ability of a material and it allows you I'm sorry, it allows electric current to pass through it. The benefits and experiences of copper as well. Copper actually helps to heal you as well. So many people wear copper around their necks for healing experiences and different things of that sort as well. And the spiritual insight and the element of the copper. Copper is not physical, but the power requires structure. It also flows and requires design, and the function requires obedience to purpose. Okay. Also, copper works because it stays within its created role. There is no change in copper's behavior, and there is resistance to what it was made to do. Okay. And I'm going to break
Okay,
down. You say what?
so
I'm sorry.
oh, I was just going to say, and with that being said, we're going to go on and move to the next thing because, again, we don't want to give you too much because copper falls in different categories. And this week we're talking about copper just as an element, not the benefits that it does health wise or anything like that. So, those that don't know, yes, you have benefits from copper dealing with your health. So we will cover that next week. That deals with the body. We just want you to understand the element itself. So, with that being said, can you tell us what scripture actually goes with it?
Yes. So the scripture for the copper is John chapter 1, verse 13, and it states, all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. So I'm going to read that again because that's how it's quoted in the King James Version. This is John chapter 1, verse 13. And it says, all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. And why this scripture fit is because copper did not invent conductively. Conductively was built into creation. So copper did not invent conductively, and conductively it was built into creation. Okay. This verse actually affirms that function is intentional and not accidental.
We're talking about copper. Copper is very, very important. It's so important that if you notice, there's a shortage of it. We're not going to get into that today, but there is a shortage. So while we're talking about the topics on copper, our podcast will be very short because, again, we don't want to do different categories on the same night. So when we come back and we do copper, we're going to talk about the benefits of it. So some of you might know or remember back a while back when your grandmothers they wore this particular bracelet, or grandfathers they wore this particular bracelet. Well, that bracelet was very important because it was made of copper. So when we talk about copper and the appearance of it, like she said, copper looks like a kind of rusty kind of color, but copper also has a greenness to it. So if you've ever had, and we'll talk about this next week. I actually have one sitting right here, and this is an actual copper penny. So, pennies before 1982 were made of copper. After 82, there was very little copper. And we'll get into that starting on the next podcast. Okay. So, again, copper is very important. We're going to get into the fact of um, even back in the day, if those that are on here, if you think about your great aunts and great uncles and grandfathers and grandmothers, um, if you remember, they drunk out of copper cups. They had copper pitchers and used to drink that Kool-Aid, and that Kool-Aid would be so cold in that copper cup. You could put it in the refrigerator and take it out, and that Kool-Aid would be cold for so long. That when they had that sweet, sweet Kool-Aid, your
Mm-hmm.
lips perked in. But yes, so that is one of the things about copper. So when you're doing your daily routines and you think about your health and things like that, you don't even realize that some of the foods have copper. But we're not going to get into that. Just FYI, we putting you on. So if you watch this later and you're not live, you want to make sure that you're here to watch the next one because it's going to cover a lot about the benefits of copper. So if you're walking around with high blood pressure, diabetes, you having heart problems, any of those things, you want to make sure that you're here next week so that you can actually be here to learn about copper and the body because it's going to be very important. Okay. And yeah, so Eternal Goddess again, she was not able to log in. You know how it is with this technology, and they don't want half of the information to get out, but it's okay. You know, the word must go on. And we just manifest that we get better and better. That's the most important thing, that we all get better and better. I was having a conversation with someone even yesterday and today, and just explaining to them, hey, I ain't the best, but I try to be better than I was yesterday, and even if I fall off, I brush my knees off and I get back and I keep on trying. So that being said, yesterday I made me a smoothie, and it had raspberries and spinach and green apples and mangoes, and I'm just trying to be a better me, not just for me but also for my grandkids and my fellow friends. And it's so hard because we hold on fleshly to people, and it's hard when they leave, but it's really hard when it's something that you can't prevent. So I feel like I am preventing a lot. You know, I just need to walk a little bit more. I need to run a little bit more. But, overall, I eat kids' meals when I go to restaurants. Yeah, kids' meals. And I could eat a half a kid's meal. I just had this conversation earlier with my sister, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm full," and she was like, "You full?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "I guess I say the rest for dinner." And she said, "A kid's meal," and I'm like, "Yeah, a kid's meal." So everywhere I go, I get a kid's meal because if you stuff all that food and you stuffing, because at what point are you full?
Mm-hmm.
So my stomach has shrunk because I am trying to do the smoothies. I am trying to do the fruits and water, and actually this water has argan oil and black seed oil in it. So I drink this in the morning, filled up this spring water. Yeah, I can see it's spring water, and I put two drops in it, and I drink it in the morning and I drink it in the evening. So I was doing the spring water warm,
Mm-hmm.
lemons, and then I would wake up in the morning, and then that would be the first thing that I would drink would be my spring water with lemons. So it's about cleaning that gut,
Mm-hmm.
because the more you keep on eating the way you eating, them parasites ain't gonna leave your body. That's why you walking around looking like you're 7, 8 months pregnant. That's the parasites. Because
Mm-hmm.
about it, if they having 1,000 babies every time you eating
Mm.
sugar, that's all they doing is latching on to
Wrong.
all bad stuff. So it's not gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, yeah, I eat cookies, I eat tater chips, I eat all of that. But guess what? I detox.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as I get off, I'm gonna go eat my dinner and go eat these oatmeal, walnut, raisin cookies. Sure
Mm.
is.
Okay.
Can't wait. My daughter hit me soon. She told my mama I left you too. I said, "Oh girl, I ain't gonna want number one." Hmm. Ate that one. I was like a little kid going to sneak back to get the other one. But it has raisin, it has walnuts, and it's made out of oatmeal. It be so Oreo. I look at it like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm proud of you though, Spirit Queen. Like you've been on it. Like you really been doing your thing for real. Y'all might not be seeing her behind, but she sent me stuff like, look, I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what's
I'm
up.
gonna
Stay
do
on it. Stay on it.
do the cashews with the make my meat out of walnuts and cashews. I mean,
Mhm.
it's the thing about eating healthy. I'm not gonna tell y'all no story. It's definitely time consuming. Definitely,
Mhm.
it's definitely expensive.
Yeah,
Definitely,
very, very.
but but
Would you
that
rather get expensive or would you
but
rather get the cheap stuff to put in your system?
I just told some guys before we came on live to record. I said, "Oh, I done found me some dandelion greens." Well, I ain't tell her what else I found, so I'm be happy and hopping over there. Yeah, it's very expensive, but would you rather eat a $7 McDonald combo,
Mm.
or would you rather go over here and eat something that's gonna cost you $10 to $15 just
Mm.
for maybe two or three ingredients, knowing that once you eat that $7 combo with that big old soda and them greasy fries that don't mold and that hamburger,
Come on,
they're
teach.
gonna give you more parasites, or would you rather go over here? And I tell y'all all the time, you don't have to do it every day. If you decide I'm gonna eat McDonald's to the day I'm die, I'm not telling you not to.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you that. But what I am telling you is to take a 7 day detox, take a 3 day detox.
Mm-hmm.
If you can and you have high blood pressure or sugar diabetes, try to do 2 to 3 weeks detox.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do it, you gonna see the difference. You're gonna see the difference.
Be wondering why your stomach hurt or you got the little pudge in your stomach and it hurt. Like Spirit Queen said, it's all of the waste and all of the stuff that you're putting into your body. Your stomach hurts for a reason. It's
Yeah,
not just gonna purposely hurt.
yeah. It
Okay?
hurts. It
It's hurt.
definitely hurts for a reason. But not only that, again, again, detoxing don't hurt.
Mhm.
Just like some of y'all decided, hey, I ain't gonna have no sex for a minute. Think about the same thing when it comes to food. I'm not gonna have no brownies for a minute. It ain't gonna
Mhm.
kill you. You
Right.
just find something else that green apples. If you want something sweet and you decide to do a detox, green apples just as sweet as they want to be. That's the best sugar.
Mhm. Mhm.
Get you some. I'm sitting here now. You know, red grapes with seeds.
See?
Get you some grapes. Don't remember what I say. You have to stop being programmed to think that this is the only thing you eat. I was just like that. What do you mean be a vegan? What do you mean don't eat no chips and donuts and cookies and oh no. Do you know I find so many substitutes? Even a couple weeks ago, we all my son-in-law bought pretzels and we all was eating pretzels. We wasn't eating no Lay's potato chips. We okay, everybody do pretzels. We all did pretzels. So it's different things that you can do. And I'm the type of person I gotta pop stuff in my mouth. So I got blueberries, I got sunflower seeds, I got
Mhm.
pumpkin seeds. I even got to the point where I'm finna do the dried cranberries, just because we and a lot of times I don't even be like that unless I mess up, because some like I said, I'm human and I mess up, but I dust my knees off and I get back up and I start eating right again.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got this spring water with my organ oil and my black seed. I do this
See?
every day since I bought it. Every day, spring water. I only put it in spring water. And why do I do it early in the morning? Because most times, except for on Monday, most times I stop eating by 6 o'clock.
There you go. Yeah.
Now I
That-
ain't gonna tell you I don't run downstairs and get a snack. I'm not gonna tell you that. But to put a meal in my body, most times I stop eating by 6.
And see, guys, that gives when she says she stops eating by 6, that gives your body the time to rejuvenate. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up in the morning and different things like that. Now you go to the refrigerator and sneak in the refrigerator at midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning and 10 o'clock at night. Now you're putting more excess weight on you. That food gonna stay in your system for, you know what I'm saying? And by Spirit Queen drinking her water constantly, 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 and she's drinking it overnight, that spring water and that argan oil, that's gonna help absorb everything from previous that she ate. But you never want to eat. You really never want to eat after between, like she said, 6 and 8 o'clock. You really never want to eat past those times.
Yeah, if this pushing
Stay
eight
in
o'clock,
between
I
those
get
times.
nervous.
Yeah.
8 o'clock, I get nervous. So
Mm.
like tonight it's gonna be after 8 because I'm on the podcast. So I'm kind of nervous, but I am eating something light, so it doesn't matter. I don't eat meat. I'm gonna go eat vegetables. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it still ain't gonna hurt. But the best water that you can put into your system is fruit. That's the best water. So
Definitely.
most of the time when I get up in the morning, again, I do water. I try to do my fruit, or like I said the other day, I think that was yesterday, I made a smoothie, and
Hmm.
then I didn't get hungry again till 3 o'clock. So about
See,
3 o'clock,
because that
I
smoothie
ate,
had you full, huh?
yeah,
Hmm.
and by that time I ate about 3 or 4, and then I was fine. Everything else was like snacking. You know,
Hmm.
that's my biggest thing is snacking. That's why I have to have certain stuff on hand. So I don't care if it's popcorn. I try to do pretzels, and I'm not gonna tell y'all that I do this every day. I'm not gonna tell you that story because I don't. But I try. I try to do everything that I need to do when it comes to having a better body. Let me ask you this. Everybody that's on the podcast tonight, you go out and you buy you a 2026 car in April, okay? No, let's say 2027 in April, okay? Now, after a while, you a baby, you first come here, most of us are being breastfed, and then what happens? You start getting to be about 6 to 9 months, right? So now you starting to intake food.
Hmm.
So think about that car. That car is that 6 to 9 months, okay? What's gonna happen? It's gonna start getting sluggish, right? So now you might need what? A tune up. Okay? So think about your body like that. You're gonna need a tune up. Everything that God created inside us was to heal itself, not run and get a doctor, not go get pharmaceutical medicine. Everything is to work for itself. But if you're eating from 6 o'clock in the morning straight to midnight,
Mm.
when are your organs and the things inside, when are they able to do what they need to do? So me stop eating between 6 and 8. Look at 8 o'clock. I don't go to bed to 10, 11. Already 3, 4 hours. My body is already being able to say, my liver is saying, okay, there's nothing there. I can do what I need to do. Bam, 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 boo, 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 boo. And whatever small intestine is, because I'm giving it time.
Mm.
Then I don't get up. Soon as I get up, I don't eat.
Mm.
That's the first fast of the day is the break fast. You're breaking yourself from eating in the morning because it's the first fast.
Yes.
You should not be eating again till 11 or 12.
Hmm. Hmm. She's right, y'all. She's right.
Period. If you do that, baby, and you take some of these things that we're taking, it's so many things. We talk about certain things, but it's about 100 things that you can take natural
Yes.
that will heal your body. I'm talking natural.
Yep.
Dandelion greens, garlic. Have you ever just took a bite of garlic and just ate it and chewed
Mm.
it? Took one like in a week. You eat it natural. Don't cook it. Nothing. That's the best medicine on the world. Our grandparents did it. They used to
Mm.
eat raw potatoes when they got a cold. I used to look at
Yep.
my grandma, raw potato. Eat
Yep.
that raw potato like it wasn't no tomorrow. I
So
mean, my grandma made my brother do it. He almost 50. I don't think he had a cold since.
mm.
If you can grow it in soil, you can heal yourself. Okay? So
Yes.
when I say I'm not just talking about it, I'm about it. So
Okay.
let me show y'all. Here go my spinach.
All right. Look at that, y'all.
Here go my beans. We even got some pumpkin seeds.
Look at that.
We got some sage.
Hmm.
We got a whole herbal package. This is your mint and things like that.
Look at that.
Oh, the best thing to grow, and you can start growing it now, get you a pot, is to grow some peppers. Did you know jalapeno peppers were good for you? I
Oh,
didn't.
I love them. Love
Here
them.
go red peppers. You can actually grow spinach right now. Get you a little container, put some spinach in it. It grows in the wintertime. I even have a book. So
Gardening and planting. Yes.
when I say if you can put it in dirt, it will heal you. It will definitely heal you. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and do our meditation, and then we're gonna get out of here, and we will see you next week talking about copper.
All right, guys. So we are going to get into this meditation. This time it's actually a different hertz for this meditation because it does pertain around the body and copper and its conductivity as well, for the atmosphere and things of that sort. So this frequency today is 432 Hz. Okay. It's known as a harmonic frequency. It's often used to establish calm order and focus, and it supports reflective listening without distractions. Okay. And then this frequency is not about healing or the body. It actually is used to create a stable auditorial environment. It encourages contemplation on design, flow, and structure, and it keeps the listeners mentally aligned with today's lecture and the theme of order. Okay. So we're going to get into this. Let me go ahead and get this music turned. So anything that you acquire and you desire, I want you to be able to focus in. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to breathe. Okay. So go ahead and get into that comfortable position. And you can lay back on your bed. You can lay back on your couch, or you can sit in a chair. Whatever is comfortable for you. Okay. And before we get into the meditation, I just want you to take one deep, long breath in, and then we're going to exhale out, okay? And breathe in and exhale out.
Everybody come back.
So
So I
relaxing.
message.
So relaxing. Sorry, I had to turn that down.
So I have a message for Melissa Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
You have something big that's about to happen. I don't know what it is. I know you have two things already, but it was shown to me that you have something even bigger that's about to happen. So I just want to say congratulations. I don't know when it's going to take place. Also, I had a conversation with her, I think it was last week, and I kind of shared this with Sun Goddess and some other people. And she sent me a message, and then I was on Instagram. And while on Instagram, I was looking at this thing, and the man said, "Okay, you need to manifest this." So the next day, I was supposed to play 444. And she had just sent me the message. Then the man sent that. She sent me a message and she said, "Congratulations." So I'm like, "Congratulations? What is she talking about?" My number 444 had came out. And let me tell you how, when it's just negative energy. So I had my grandkids and I couldn't get everything together. And, I got the baby and I got the other child, and it was just crazy. But I just want to say, when somebody tell you to do something, do it. You never know. So I missed out on that 444 because I just believe negative energy was around.
Mm.
Hey, it is what it is. So with that being said, I'm gonna let Sonya go ahead, Sun Goddess, go ahead and close us out.
Remember, guys, when we talk about these things, we don't talk just to be talking, okay? Research. That is what Food for the Soul is about. That is what Let's Talk Podcast is about. Like Spirit Queen always say, you have to unlearn to relearn to learn, even about all different experience throughout your life. Learn who you are and know who you are. Okay? Love yourself. And again, this is about knowledge and wisdom. If you ever want to be able to watch any of our videos, you always can. You can go to our Instagram at Food for the Soul 444. You always have to face everything. You're going to either face everything and run, or you're going to face everything and rise. Choice is yours. Stop living in fear. All right.